Hello, my beautiful benevolent warrior brothers and heroine sisters of love and light. Today we're going to cover the fight of Teofemo Lopez versus Vasil Lomachenko. I got to have that respect and show his first name as well. But today I want to announce that we're going to be having Around the Bell. It's a show coming up soon. Okay, Around the Bell. What happens all around the bell during the fights, all that stuff. And you might be wondering, why am I wearing pink gloves? Well, I want to bring awareness to cancer survivors, those who have passed away from cancer. Number one person in my life was one of them. She fought, what was it, my brother? 5 different types or 4?
Three. There was leukemia, ovarian, and lupus.
Oh, I hope you were hearing that. Damn it. I totally forgot to put this on. Goodness gracious. So I'm sure you guys can hear me now. Yeah, everything's coming up. So I'm sure you were able to hear a little bit of my freaking crazy voice. So anyhow, moment of silence, please. Just like it happened to Mr. Ricardo. I forgot his name. Goodness, I'm so sorry. I was so busy trying to set this up. But let's have a quick moment of silence. Sorry that the fight. Thank you for your time. Thank you for giving that moment of silence along with us for cancer patients who have lost the fight and those who are still fighting. All right, as you can see, today is fight night. So let's get this party started. So we're gonna go ahead and keep watching the fights. I'm gonna unmute this because we're a little bit behind on the game, but I'm gonna take these off as well. So let's get started. Um, so we're gonna start seeing hello, dear brother, V-Step Willie Pep. V-Step Willie Pep. Boxy, thank you for commenting. If you're referring to the live feed of the boxing, I'm sorry, I'm not willing to risk it right now to show. Not even. I was thinking of showing a little angle of it, so it's not clearly. But I don't want to take a risk right now. But if you're referring to that, sorry, I can't show it. But yeah, I have a live feed going on.
Ladies and gentlemen, here inside MGM Grand, after 10 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for the official decision. Max DeLuca has about 98-91. Lisa Giampa, 100 to 89. And Steve Weisfeld, 99-90. All in favor for your winner by unanimous decision. Josue, the Prodigy, Vargas. The 22-year-old from New York, the Prodigy, is now 18-1. We will hear from him when we come back on this special night in Vegas at the
All right, so right now Vargas, Josue Vargas, the Puerto Rican, I believe he's also from the Bronx, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's also from the Bronx. But he just won the fight against wonderful. It was a wonderful war of that typical, all right, classic Puerto Rico versus Mexico fight. It was phenomenal. It was great. I didn't get to watch much of it, but from the little that I see, it was nice. I went the distance. Josue Vargas went to 18-1. Let me mute this because this is not necessary right now. So anyhow, let's see if there's any comments yet. Nope, no comments yet. So we're gonna go ahead and wait for the next match to come up. I guess they're gonna show a little interview for Josue Vargas that just got done winning the fight, and we'll see what happens. So right now we're just waiting. So let's talk about a little bit of Teofemo Lopez versus Vasil Lomachenko. All right, what do you think is gonna happen? It's almost gonna come up, right? I'm about to make up my mind fully in about 20 minutes or so. But in all reality, right now, I know it's crazy, but in all reality, Lomachenko should win. Pretty damn easy. Not easy. I shouldn't say that. Meaning on points. But here we go. This is where that young lion, that young tiger, he's more like a jaguar, actually, Teofemo Lopez. One thing I like to point out is today, if you guys haven't heard of biorhythms before, look it up. But today, Vasil Lomachenko's what is it? Physical is 100% negative at the lowest. Now that doesn't mean Lomachenko is going to come out weak and tired and things like that. No, it's just going to be difficult for him to process what's going on so that his body can stay at full force at all times at this level of competition. Okay, so not only that, your physical biorhythm, that actually one of the main things it controls is, see, I'm already getting messed with, bro. And this is you're in a non-rural area. You have great connection here, and they're still fucking with me. This is crazy, man. But hopefully it doesn't get cut from the technical actual live feed, what you're seeing, because what I go through is the gold live stream. What is it? What is it called technically? I want to give you the actual name of it. Live stream. LI as in light stream. Look it up. You guys are gonna like it. There's a few little flaws, a little bit here and there, but throughout the years, it's gotten way better, and that's what I utilize now. Whoa, I forgot to put the. Let's see. Let me bring this down. Light stream overhead. We'll keep it here so that you guys can see that. All right. So let's see what's going on. The presentation's back.
I want to remind everybody about the September 27th fight that was against Luis Neri versus Aaron Alameda, which was one of their cousins from Nogales.
You know what? Come here and do that because it's I'm afraid. All right. So this is my brother coming up. Literally, my actual literal brother. He's my little brother. Look at this. He's my little brother.
Okay. But I'm reading off of the boxing scene as of right now. But this is one of our cousins. He's Aaron Alameda, which was undefeated at the time. Came in with 25 and 0 and 13 KOs. You know, Nettie was at when he came in was at 30, 0 and 24 KOs. So that fight was out of a unanimous decision at the end of the 12 rounds, which was a good presentation that our cousin did show for those that seen that fight. You know, I want to give him that name, El Atrevido. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, he was very, what do you mean?
Risky. Taking risky.
He took that risk to fight against Luis Neri, who was also undefeated and a little bigger than him and a little more experienced than him. So I thought that was cool and something for you guys to, know about a little bit more boxing and stuff like that. Well, I know you guys already knew, but I'm just trying to give you some info on, one of our cousins that does fight professionally too.
There you go. And there you go, a little bit of boxing news.
Around the
Yeah, around the bell. So, what I want to show you guys real quick, why now that there's actual footage going on. Are you guys familiar with this is? This is one of the top-notch studio monitor headphones. Okay, eventually we're gonna be very soon raffling off brand new. Okay, still in the box, everything. These also make a great booster because that's what I'm about to use it right now. But eventually we're going to be raffling off things like that, things that all of you can benefit from highly. Let me finish this. Set up here. And hopefully it doesn't fall anytime soon. Let me double check what it looks like. Yeah, it should be good. So, anyways, right now they're talking.
It's something that's present right now. I don't know what it is. I know there's a big fight tonight because I can feel that tension. Like, what Lomachenko is hoping not to feel that's also big is the right hand, that explosive right hand of Teofemo. It's going to be about time, and that's what it's going to be about.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So right now, Bradley just mentioned that it's going to be all about timing, and that's all he's been mentioning: timing, leading up to the fight. Meaning, right now, every time there's a fight and there's a break, he's always mentioning there's going to be timing. When it comes to, especially, obviously, Teofimo Lopez. Definitely, it's gonna take timing, just like it did with Manny Pacquiao versus Juan Marquez. Okay, it was perfect timing. Marquez got lucky that Pacquiao ran into the punch because Marquez didn't swing to knock out in that moment. He just because he knew that the bell was about to ring, so he was just gonna get that last point. But Pacquiao ran into the punch and he got knocked out from the physics involved. Okay, so that might just happen in this fight, obviously, with Teofimo Lopez actually getting lucky like that, even though he will time it properly. It's lucky because who has really hit Lomachenko that great? Not that many. But then again, those who have hit him, what has happened? A few times, well, one time, but I'm saying a few times, it showed that he can be hurt. Okay, Teofimo Lopez, I really haven't seen him hurt, but obviously, oxygen is oxygen. Vasily Lomachenko, like he said, if you guys weren't watching it, there was one part where they asked Vasily Lomachenko what he wants to do to Teofimo Lopez, and he said, "I want, metaphorically speaking, I want to take him down underwater." Meaning, again, metaphorically speaking, and take his oxygen away and not allow him to get any oxygen back. Which is what happens when all that Peter patter happens all the time. Is oxygen being taken out, even if you block it. That is still oxygen going out because whoa, I almost got hit, but I blocked it good. And then when you swing, whether you miss or hit, you're losing oxygen. If you get hit, you lose more oxygen. Eventually, this is why Vasily Lomachenko makes the opponents, what was it, 4 of them now, 3 of them, 3 for sure, I think it was 4, to give up, literally give up in their stool. Not even standing up. I think there was one where he gave up as he was going to his corner. He's like, I'm done. I think it wasn't Comey. I wanted to say Comey. I forgot who it was. I can't even think straight right now. I need to eat because I've been busy working with all this so that I can give you guys some bit of entertainment. So right now there's still some commercials. Obviously, it's leading up to the fight. So like I was saying, with Teofimo Lopez, today, his biorhythms are okay. What I mean by that, they're all over the place, but the things that are high up on biorhythms is what is going to really help Teofimo Lopez. The things that are low are not going to affect him negatively in this fight. Eventually, I'll explain to that. Most likely, I'll get a chance to because there's still commercials and things like that. But biorhythms, okay, today, rhythm, timing. Okay, the pendulum swing goes exactly to the left as it does to the right. Rhythm compensates. Right? So timing. Lomachenko today, his physical is all the way to negative 100%. I do not make this shit up. Okay, you guys can look it up. Biorhythms. Look it up. Look up Vasily Lomachenko's birthday. Put that into a biorhythm calculator because they're not difficult to find. You can find them. There's plenty of them in the web. And then put the date, today's date, and see what Lomachenko's rhythms are. And you're going to see a lot of them are low. And the main one, the physicality. Well, guess what the physical does? It controls hand and eye coordination. So if his physical biorhythm is all the way to the bottom, and that controls hand and eye coordination, guess you best believe that's going to affect him a little bit. It's going to slow him down a little bit. It's going to be hard for him to stay in the fight physically. But Lomachenko is Lomachenko. He'll find a way to be. He'll find a way to preserve himself just enough so that he can stay in the fight well enough. And it shouldn't be too difficult for him to do so, but it will affect his accuracy, his output. Because not only that, then we have Teofemo Lopez, who's bigger, muscular, and he's a power boxer. Yes, he's going to charge, even though Lomachenko's Lomachenko. Why? Because Teofemo Lopez, like I said, he's like a jaguar. He has no fear. Okay, so we share the same aspect of I don't see Lomachenko as a god at all. Like even with Pacquiao, like all this stuff, put me against him. You'll see that I will actually do way better. And this is not arrogance. I'm just letting you know that I'm that confident about my strategy. And I'm not talking out of my ass because I read books and my papa and my uncle and my grandpa and told me about these things. No, I've done it. Look at my videos in the past. In fact, look at the featured video. That was one fight out of two in one night against two different champions for a championship. And I barely won the other one. And guess what the weight class was? 160 and under. So I had a fight, not an insane amount of boxers and not an all that one night. No, it was a 3-day event. The third day got canceled because this was in Alaska. It was snowing. They're still preparing for the fight, by the way. So we're not missing anything just yet. It was snowing and flights got canceled, so several boxers couldn't make it in time. So they had to cancel the last day, and the ones that were already there, they just had to adjust the schedule. And they told me, hey, look, this is what happened. You either fight or you don't, and if you don't, you don't have a chance, obviously, at the championship. But if you fight, obviously you have a chance at the championship, and if you win, obviously you're a champion. And I said, well, I can't say no, so yes, I'm in. So I had to fight again, okay? And that one night, so I know what I'm talking about. Again, this is not arrogance, it's just confidence because I know what I'm talking about in the sense that I experienced a lot. Aside from my 8 years in the recon platoon in the infantry, okay, yes, I wasn't just one of the soldiers that sit behind the fence, when we're out in Iraq. No, I was out there freaking 16 to 20 hours per day. Do the math. How is that even possible? And that was nearly, I would say, 78 to 80% of the day, of the time, the entire time I was there, which was nearly 16 months with only, 3.5 weeks of a break. Usually we only get 2, but something happened while I was on break. Nothing, no accident, nothing crazy. It was just something in my personal life happened and I couldn't leave on the 2 weeks out. So that's why I had to stay a little bit longer than usual. But then I went back. So in those times, I had a 550 plus combat missions. I didn't keep count. I lost count after so many times, So anyways, the second thing is street fighting. I used to love street fighting. I kind of still do, but I don't like to hurt people. I don't like to risk getting hurt anymore. But I used to get in a lot of street fights against gang members. Okay, trying to stay out of gangs got me to stop counting at one when I was 17 years old, and I stopped being prideful about it, and I stopped keeping track about it. But I stopped counting at 144 street fights at the age of 17. And all my fighters, my opponents, my attackers at that, because most of them were bullies, things like that, picking on others, and I would defend them, or picking on me, I would defend myself. Most of them were bigger. Like, not stupid men either. They were healthy gang members at that. They had muscles. They knew what they were doing. I grew up in Santa Ana. For those of you who know that area, we street fight there nearly every single day. Not every single person does it every single day. No, of course not. But there's a lot of street fights out there. So now this is going to be a good fight. We got Edgar Berlanga. Average career fight time of 95.9 seconds. That's pretty damn good. That means he knocks out people quite quick. Let's see what his a record is. We'll see it in a little bit. Ah, look at that. He's also wearing pink gloves, just like I started with pink gloves, so that bring cancer awareness to cancer patients who are right now fighting the fight, or to those who have lost the fight, and especially to the family members who are affected by it. Um, so let's see what's up with this fight. Okay, so Berlanga is pretty tall. He's pretty big, man. But the other dude, since he's shorter, he's stockier naturally. So they just touch gloves now. They're about to get started. Here's the second to the last fight. Teofemo Lopez versus Lomachenko is next. Berlanga looks very, very focused. Bell has just rung. Round the bell, baby. Coming soon. Oh, they're exchanging jabs pretty damn well, and somehow, some way, they're both slipping it, but they're hitting each other. Ooh, great. Overhand right by Berlanga, but did not contact. That one contact with a left hook followed. They're clenched right now. They're separated. Ooh. Berlanga did a double hook, but Bellows blocked both with the right hand. Boom, boom. Again, Berlanga keeps throwing that left hook very nicely. He throws a overhand, a straight right, and then hook. Straight right, and then uppercut. Ooh, overhand right hit big time on Bellows. Bellows doesn't seem... overhead. Oh, goodness. You guys gotta... Fuck. I can't even keep up with this fight. Okay, so, dude, it's gonna end. It's gonna end by a round and a half the most. If it does, if they don't get that, it's gonna get stopped. It's stopped. Bellows got stopped. It was too much. It was... Wow. That was freaking ridiculous, dude. Man, I got fucking chills in my... Wow, man, Berlanga can hit, man. And it's not that he's just, throwing big haymakers. Bro, he had actually, damn, man, he has some skills, man. Dude, no wonder he knocks people out. Goodness. That was not even a full, that was, what's wrong? He's doing push-ups right now, Berlanga. He looks disappointed. He looks disappointed, and he's like looking at his phone like, and he just went down, and he started doing push-ups. Not sure why, but Bellows is still on his stool. Dazed looking, his eyes are actually red, and he's like squinting his eyes. He's hurt, man. He's hurt. He got hit in the back of the head, not intentionally. Hey, but that's what you learn the hard way. What do you think Wilder did? But, the punch is coming. Bam! Got hit right on the back of the head. That's why his legs went loopy. It had nothing to do with that prior weight that he had on before the fight started. No, man, come on. He trains with 40-pound vest on nearly every single day, even on his day off. That's a silly, stupid excuse. He shouldn't have looked away. And I'm not saying Fury didn't cheat, but I don't understand. If he did cheat, I don't understand why he did, because Fury is a badass fighter, man. He's a badass a street fighter in a sense, converted into boxing, and he does phenomenally well. It's just the money. It's too much greed, man, and it's awful because he doesn't need to cheat. I still believe he would have won that fight. Not easily, but he would have won that fight because of this. Because Wilder always looks away. He doesn't move or steps away. He just looks away. And then, boom, gets hits there. I mean, that's some childish shit. And what I mean by that is, if I don't see the monster won't see me type of deal. Come on, man. That's a professional fighter. You should never do that. Never.
Here's the thing: when we talk about heavy hands, even the glancing blows
Goodness. Yeah. So see,
are flush are doing damage.
I forgot the commentator's name, but he's like, dude, even the glancing blows are creating so much damage. Boy, it was creating so much damage because this is what Bellows was doing. Like this, but he would just go that way like that, with no guard, nothing. Like that, and he was getting hit always, just glancing in the back of his head all the time. It wasn't Berlanga's fault. He was just trying to contact that head that was moving. And boy, oh boy, man, it was kind of nasty, man. I was hoping that it didn't go past the first round, man, because it would have been nasty for Bellows. So big shout, big props, man, big props to Bellows, Berlanga, man. He's actually crying, man. He's emotional. Not sure why. Berlanga is crying. He's emotional. He's disappointed. I think he's disappointed because you hurt him. I don't know. The chosen one. Here's to you, brother. Much respect to Puerto Ricans. I have Puerto Rican blood, not blood, but in me, but family members that are in Puerto Rico and stuff like that. See, they're gonna show the full fight. That's as a replay. That's how short the fight was. Goodness, let me try to call it. I'm gonna call these shots. Hold on. So, okay, so Bellows never had his spear out to keep him at bay. So Berlanga was throwing a lot of haymaking like overhand rights, but again, they weren't just stupid overhand rights. They were actually timed. They were placed properly. Everything. Goodness, that's awful, dude. That was a crazy, stupid, slow jab by Bellows. It was weird. I think that's why Berlanga felt so sorry for this guy. Because I'm sorry, man. I don't mean disrespect for Bellows, man, but maybe his biorhythms are low because he doesn't look like he's all there even at the beginning of the fight. He looked a little scared, concerned, and not scared for his safety. Like, oh, this guy's gonna fuck me up, type of deal. No, it was more of like something's wrong with me, and fuck, I hope I get out of this alive, type of deal. I hope I can put on a good show for my fans, type of deal. And oh my goodness, you guys got to see that replay. I don't even want to call. Wow, goodness. So Berlanga, most of the shots were this motion, hookish. Hookish motion. There were very few jabs. There was about, I don't think a single straight came. Most of them were overhand rights, looping overhand rights. And he would follow up too good, bam, bam. So this one would barely touch, but even though it barely touched, it would hit like around behind the head. And obviously, Bellows would move, but as he moved this way, he was, oh goodness, goodness, his head is just like bouncing all over the head when they show those when they show that replay. So let's see what he says.
Under your average time, 79 seconds is what a man who had never been stopped blasted in against you. For a guy who said I want to get somewhere, he came in throwing some heavy thunder.
I already see with the first shot, I cut him open, and to look at his eyes, he didn't want to be in there.
So he said that from the very first shot, he actually cut him open. I didn't see that.
So I had to get him up.
Every time
And he said actually he did him a favor. He's like, there's no way he was gonna last, so I had to take him out sooner than later because I didn't want to hurt him, type of deal. He didn't say those verbatim, but that's overall.
You know, just step over, shoot the right hand over, and a left uppercut, and hit it and shoot left hook. I didn't do none of that. So I think
you didn't pay, but
So the push-ups were because there was a certain drill that they drilled a lot, and he never did it once. He didn't get a chance.
it's because he's never been stopped before. You know, and now I'm the first person to stop him in the first round. So you know,
Wow.
just off emotion of how
So
I feel.
Bellows has never been stopped before.
Media, you know, I just felt it in me. I didn't see that.
So his opponent was undefeated. Belos was undefeated,
We're looking to fight in December.
and he beat him in one
I
round.
just spoke to Bob right now, so he's looking to put me on in December. I'm actually looking forward to fighting next year in Puerto Rico, and then also finishing, I'm doing the Puerto Rican weekend. So now when everything goes right, man, we can make it happen.
Looking forward to that. Maybe good.
And I just, before we stop, I want to just say a shout out to my family, to my coach, Steve Renega, my father. I want to thank Glenn Story. I want to thank Stevie J.
So he's doing the obvious right now, giving the props to his sponsors, his family members that got him throughout this
Another big win for Edgar Berlanga.
this journey.
Shots on Joey sends it back to you.
No, I don't think anybody does. Bernardo. He does it again, 15 for 15. And folks, we've got an excellent co-feature fight coming up with junior welterweights, and that is the big one.
Okay, so there's one more fight after this, and then we're gonna have the Teofemo versus Lomachenko fight.
Push-ups after the first round knockout.
So I thought he was doing push-ups to like release energy or something, so he wouldn't get so emotional or something. Because he did get emotional, but he was doing it because again he did not follow through with something that they had drilled him and his team. So he was a little disappointed in himself. But I mean, you can't be disappointed as such a fighter. At least if you're like the trainer, you can't be disappointed at your boxer for winning that fight with such ease against an undefeated fighter in less than a round. But they still made him. Well, I don't think they made him do push-ups. He just did it to keep his integrity or whatnot, keep his word. So let's see. I can't remember what fight is next. But we'll have the Teofemo Lopez versus Vasil Lomachenko in about. I see the next one going the distance, so maybe in about 45 minutes to an hour, if that. Well, it's going to be a little less, but still, it's going to be quite some time before we have the actual low fight, Lopez versus Lomachenko. So one thing I want to point out, Lomachenko and his team, I don't have anything for him. I mean, that's the Lomachenko team. It'd be almost insulting to give him any pointers. I mean, and even like, there's really nothing I can point out for you guys to kind of relate to it or whatnot. But what I'm going to point out about Lopez, again, even with Lopez, I really don't need to give him. Well, it's not that I don't need to give him tips or anything like that, but I'm sure some things of what I say it can be possibly used, and trust me, it will be a little bit different than what most would attempt or try. Have different strategies based off Miyamoto Musashi, the Book of Five Rings, Rapier, which is like fencing, but Rapier's to the death. It's a duel to the death. So there's certain footwork involved in Rapier, okay, which is a deadlier form of fencing. And you all know how big Bruce Lee was on fencing, but he incorporated the Western boxing footwork into his fencing footwork, okay, and that's how he came up with overall his Jeet Kune Do's type of footwork, believe it or not. And believe it or not, the punching style, yeah, what's this? Wing Chun, right? But have you guys seen Eskrima, Kali, Filipino Eskrima? 2 sticks. I wish I had mine. They're somewhere around here. So I can show you, but it's too small. Numbers of the space. I was looking to see if I can find some kind of sticks around here. No. Anyways, so 2 sticks. So this is how you will use them, right? But look what's going on my arms. If I had no sticks, it's still the same motion. So when Bruce Lee met Don Inosanto, who is one of the top-notch legends of all time when it comes to Filipino Eskrima, he noticed this motion, and he's like, wow, that's sort of like Wing Chun, the overall motion, if I see him without the sticks. And then that's how they clicked so well. All right, so I give more credit, please don't take any insults for you Wing Chun practitioners, but I give more credit to Filipino Eskrima than to Wing Chun for what Bruce Lee would do with Jeet Kune Do. Let's see, we have a few little clips of past fights on both Teofemo Lopez and Vasil Lomachenko. But again, they're not next yet. We have quite a bit to wait, at least 30 minutes or so before that fight gets started. So, what do you guys think about that face-off? All right, both of them broke the rules in a nice way, and it was allowed in a nice way because that is the tradition, right? So, here's the thing. So, where is it at? Let me check the biorhythms now because I got to copy them. Where did I put it? Oh, I need to get the hard drive. I'll do it in a bit. But I was about to check the biorhythms of Vasily Lomachenko to give you more accurate readings. I'll check it in a bit. Let me just finish talking on this part, and then I'm going to get the hard drive and get the files that I had, the notes that I took. So overall, like I was saying, Lomachenko's physicality, his physical, so we have the primaries are physical, intellect, and emotional. Those are the primary. Then we have mastery, spirituality, aesthetics. There's different ones, okay? Meaning of what our bodies are like at any given time, whether we like it or not. Look it up. Learn up about it because that's how professional gamblers actually win a lot because they look at the fighters' biorhythms and they're gonna see like, because they never lie. You know how I know they never lie? Look up Robert Garcia versus Morales. His very first loss ever. Honestly, in my opinion, Robert Garcia shouldn't have lost that fight. Not to take away anything about Derek Morales because Derek Morales is my top 10 boxers of all time. Doesn't mean, anyways. Where was I? So that day, I believe that they're showing Lomachenko right now, just warming up. I believe that the Corrales corner knew about biorhythms because it's nothing new. This has been going on for hundreds of years. Okay, actually thousands of years. The calculating biorhythms and understanding, looking into the future, looking into the past. It's kind of like a time machine. It's weird how it works, but they never lie. It's weird. But anyways, look it up. Look up Robert Garcia's birthday. Oh goodness, what was it? He was born in 1975. I forgot the date. Damn it. Anyways, so look up his birthday, punch it into the biorhythms calculator, okay, and then punch in the date. The target date should be that date that he fought, which was 1999 or 94. I think it was 1999. December 4th, somewhere on there, but it was 1999. But anyways, still look it up. That way you're accurate when you push it into the calculator, right? And when you see what Robert Garcia's biorhythm was on that date, all of them were literally coming together at 100% low. And that's something that doesn't happen often in our lifetimes, where everything is at the bottom or everything is at the top. But just like I said, as equal to the swing to the left, the pendulum will swing equally to the right. And it keeps going. Look up what a pendulum is if you don't know what a pendulum is. It keeps going without anyone touching it. It goes indefinitely until someone stops it. But if you don't stop it, that equal weight will keep going for hours on end. Hours on end. Why? Because rhythm is compensating with that gravity that comes down and then it stops, comes down and then stops, and then comes down. All right. But there's rhythm in everything. Everything. I know it's hard to believe, but there's rhythm in this. There's rhythm in this ring. You know how I can say that confidently? Because atoms are never still. Atoms are always vibrating at a high rate of speed. Even me, I'm really not here, but technically you can see me, you can perceive me. It's odd, I know, but look it up. Look at the technicalities, and you're going to see that, yeah, I see how everything has vibration. No wonder Nikola Tesla says if you want to learn the secrets of the universe, think in terms of frequency, energy, and vibration. Rhythm compensates. So everything's always vibrating. Everything is always vibrating. All right? So there's still advertisements. Okay, now they're showing again Vasil Lomachenko's locker room, and he's just going sideways, warming up, getting ready. One thing I want to point out: Lopez was in his locker room, very close. His wife was always right there. Pretty cool support, wonderful thing. But Lopez was dancing the whole time. They were having a good time. You can see both of them smiling, this and that. Lomachenko, he's over there just serious, just reading his Bible, getting up slowly, just sitting down, doing nothing, not even warming up, nothing. So let's talk about that right now while we're waiting. So, we got a comment. Finally, comment. Thank you. Let's see what the comment is. Oh, King Groove 713. What's up, brother? Hell yeah, sir. Yo, homie, what's up? What's good, man? Thank you so much for joining us. Sorry, I just noticed your comment. I don't know how long it's been there, but I'm barely getting used to this. I mean, I'm still getting fucked with here, and I'm at my brother's house, and he doesn't live in a rural area like I do. So that could possibly be the reason why I get fucked with over there, but yet over here I'm still getting fucked with. Hopefully, the technical live feed that you guys are seeing on your end is not being fucked with, because earlier today I tried 2 different times. Go back, you'll see there's live feeds on there. One of them lasted like 4 hours because it wouldn't stop, and I'm like, I'm trying to stop, and not only that, I was going on my side. I kept going for nearly an hour because it showed it. When I went inside, because I was outside, when I went inside to check on a different laptop, lo and behold, it was just my banner, nothing else. And I'm like, what the fuck? I've been wasting my time all this time when on my end it shows everything's good. Anyhow, so let's see what else did Mr. King Groove 713. How's it going? I'm doing great. Would you happen to like old school funk? Oh man, me and my brother, we love old school funk. In a little bit, he'll come in and see. My little brother is fucking big, but back here, I can't really open it. Can you see it? Well, where you see everything is on top on, that's an old school record player. And my brother has crates of beautiful music from all over the world. But yeah, funk. We love funk. So, how are you doing, by the way, Mr. King Groove? King Groove 713. I'm just going to call you King. That's it. I hope you don't mind. But hope everything's going well for you. Everything's going phenomenal for me. I'm very grateful for that. Physically, mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, and even metaphysically. I'm king of the moment. Hey, interesting, king. Pretty soon, I'm going to come out with a book that I've been working on for over a decade. I could have came out with several books by now, not to sound arrogant, but my first book that I'm finally decided that this is the one I'm going to come out with first, and then many will follow pretty damn quick. I already have an insane amount of notes that I've been gathering for over 2 decades now. But the first book, I'm going to call it King of the Moment. I get you. Thank you, sir, for being honest with that one. Yeah, man. You know how it goes. I just realized I love carrying my mouthpiece, man. I'm always ready to fight. What was it, like about 7-8 weeks ago? Some dude literally tried to run me over and almost hit me, but I was able to move, right? I was like, okay, maybe it was an accident. This dude didn't really see me, right? Because I had the right of way, everything. I was on foot I was on a bike at that time, near my home, very near. And he turned around and I said, fuck you, motherfucker. And then I kept going by my way. Next thing you know, I felt something behind me, not touch me, but I just felt those spidey senses. And I turned around and the fucking car was right there. And I was like, fuck, boom. And I moved. I dropped the bike, and I barely moved out of the way. This motherfucker came back around and tried to hit me again. And I said, motherfucker, get out the car. And then when he came this way, I moved one last time like a matador. Ole! And this dude had the audacity to say, fucking pussy. Why? Because I moved out of the car and I'm charging you in your fucking car? You weakling? You see what I'm saying? But anyways, that day, I had this on. And I said, all right, motherfucker. And I took it like, get out, man. Just do this. And I was like, oh, shit, wait a minute. What if he has a gun? Because he's in a car, and he's by himself. So he's probably afraid. And that's why he's trying to hit me with his car. But then I was like, fuck, I fucked up. I shouldn't have called him out, because what if he has a gun? And I said, fuck it. Oh, well, I already called it. I said, Jesus, please take care of me. I took out my mouthpiece, put it in. I was like, what's up, motherfucker? And he just kept going, you know. But hey, always train with your mouthpiece in. By the way, this was really old. This was the one I won championships with. I still use it every single day since I got it since 2003. But anyways, let's see what's going on over here. Yep, still trying to survive. So let's see what's going on up here with the. Sorry, I can't show you guys the actual fight if you guys are not watching it. But right now I'm not willing to risk it. I was thinking of just showing like a weird angle so that at least you can see some of it, and you can, as long as I'm talking, you will see. Oh yeah, I see what it was. I can kind of see what that is. And then that way I don't risk, getting fucked with because they got their eyes on me, man. I've been releasing a lot of information throughout the years, and it's very unconventional, controversial information that to most doesn't make sense, but to those who know, they're like, oh, we don't want this information to get out there because it's gonna make people think, perceive outside the box. So right now they're showing still Loma's corner. Let's see, they're showing. Yeah, okay, they're showing both fathers right now. I'm sure they're talking. Let's see what they say. Yeah, exactly, and that's the thing. I was just coming from my brother's house from training, and I was going to my house, and that's what happened. It was really late too. It was like 1 a.m. I love night missions. Infantry, a recon. We did a lot of freaking night missions, and I normally just go out late night with no flashlight, and I just walk. When I do go out, waterfall hunting. I love to hunt for waterfalls. I don't look at maps. I just go to where my intuition takes me. I'm like 90% accurate with finding them. But when I do that, I go out without flashlights and I just train. I train my periphery. I train my senses. Once I can't see, what happens? I allow myself to adapt. I don't rely on sound, on vision. Now I rely on sound, on feeling. Not just feeling, but feeling with the senses, intuition in a sense. And then feeling what my footing is. And then from there, I can visualize the way the footing is. I can see, okay, I can tell what's going on. And eventually the eyesight kind of adapts and you can see periphery. But anyways, it's great training. Just like back in the days with ninjas and things like that. Once you eliminate one sense, others have to compensate. They have to kick in and help you out to keep you in a survival mode, right? So train yourselves like that. Blindfold yourselves and do things in a sense like you can do little silly almost child games, like when you put the star into the star cutout, you put the cube into the square, you put the sphere into the circle, but do it blindfolded to where like, okay, I see this is a sphere. Let me see. Okay, I feel that's a circle, put it in there. I know it sounds silly, but when you do that, you're going to train your senses, the periphery of your senses, all right? And then you become way more multidimensional. All right, so now they're showing the corner of Teofemo Lopez. They're about to start warming up, but they stopped for some reason because Papa Lopez, I forgot what his nickname was, but I know Lomachenko. So Papa Lopez was in front of him, and it looked like he was about to start, and Theo was about to get ready, but it didn't keep going. Mr. Raven! Oh my God, I got a lot of wisdom here right now. Great. Hey, it is what it is, right? We have no fakes in here. Nice. Things are good. There you go. Yeah, Mr. Soul. Mr. Raven, sometimes it doesn't seem like what is that term? I don't like cliches, but what's that term? Shine beautiful like a penny. I forgot, something like that is where you buff up a copper penny, and it really does look brilliant, even though it's just copper and it's just a penny, 1 cent. So how are you doing, Mr. Raven? Because I know just like me, I keep getting fucked with. Right? I know some of your electronics. I started to point that out, but I'm sure it's nothing too big. So hopefully your electronics starting to work better. Look, over here, it's not rural like where I live at. and they're still fucking with me. So it has nothing to do with connection. It has to do with connection. The way I present, they don't like that type of presentation because it makes people perceive outside the box, right? So there's still a lot of commercials. So they're really building up for the second to last fight. The next one's not this next fight that's coming up, but the next one after that is the Teofemo Lopez versus Vasil Lomachenko. So let's see. Okay, so I totally forgot to show you guys the tips that I have for Teofimo Lopez. Obviously, he's not going to be watching this. He's not going to be like, hey, man, that's a good idea. No, but check this out. So, Vasil Lomachenko is a southpaw, right? And what does he do? Oh, you can't see the footwork. But what does he do? He does that overall Mike Tyson motion. He doesn't really do it like Mike Tyson to the left because Mike Tyson is more squared out for the most part. Even though he's orthodox overall, for the most part, especially when he's in close, he's more squared off. Because here you can throw better hooks to the body, come up to the uppercut, and then come up and over. Many different things right on your head. It's hard. Nothing. He was so small compared to his opponents, and I don't mean small because he was big that way, but I'm saying like small compared to his opponents. So that's why he like coming in a lot. Because think about yourself. Try to punch yourself with the fist, with the face of the fist, the way you're supposed to punch someone. It's impossible. No matter how hard you try, it's impossible to give yourself one solid, or not even solid, one flush hit. Okay? So if you're inside, they can't really punch you, and you can't punch in the back of the head. So it's actually a good tactic if you have good legs. And come on now. What's his name? Tyson had huge trunks for his legs. All good. Glad you're up on. Like, cool. Yeah, glad I'm being alive right now on a peak time. And right now, a lot of people are live. A lot of people are looking at live. So the feed should be bad, but thankfully, I'm not being messed with too much. It did cut off a little bit, but it came back, and we're good. So let's see. They came back. Oh yeah, now I remember what the second to the last fight is. Yeah, this is gonna be a really good fight. Let's chime in to see what they're talking about right now. Okay.
Mega Fights is now just a fight away, but that fight that remains this co-feature.
Okay, so we got Alexis Saucedo from Mexico and Arnold Bernardo Jr. from America. He's an American. And it's funny because the American looks more Mexican than the Mexican. I don't mean to sound racist or anything like that. I am technically Mexican. Well, I'm actually Yaqui Indian, Native American. But obviously, well, not obviously, you guys don't know that. But my tribe, Pascua Nation, before there was a border, they were right where the border of Arizona, California, a little bit of Texas, the Sonora area. That's the Yaqui area. Well, when they put the border, they kind of cut it in half. And the actual Pascua Nation was left on the Arizona side. But anyhow,
introducing first out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 140 pounds, wearing black and orange trunks. He brings a perfect record of 24 wins.
all right, so he has 24 wins, 0 loss, 10 KOs as a 140 pounder at age 29. Arnold Barbosa Jr., the American. So Alex Saucedo is 30 wins, 1 loss, 19 KOs of those 30 wins. He's 26 years old.
He is a former world title challenger
Oh, he resides in Oklahoma City, by the way, even though he's Mexican, obviously. But he's proudly representing OKC, Oklahoma. Hey, isn't that where? No, I think that's where Teofemo Lopez was training, or he lives at now. He is from the Bronx, but I think he lives in Oklahoma now. I remember someone mentioning something that Teofemo was in Oklahoma, meaning the way I forgot what the thing they were talking about, but it's, to me, my interpretation was like, whoa, he lives there, or he trains there, or he's there because he was there for quite some time. So, oh, I forgot to do it. Yes, I have my actual bell. We'll talk about that later. But let's get back to the fight. Oh, goodness. Okay, so Barbosa has some great hooks, but Saucedo is blocking all of them. And Barbosa is actually a lefty. He just threw an overhand left. Oh! So he just threw, after the overhand left, he completely missed it, then went under, hit him, but then Saucedo punched, gave him an uppercut, a nasty uppercut, and it hurt him a little bit. Ooh, nice little jab by Barbosa. Both exchange hooks, none of them hurt. They both have nice jabs. They're not slow. They're nice and snappy. Ooh, Saucedo just threw an overhand right and hit Barbosa in the back of the ear. It's still legal. It's still good. But that's Barbosa's fault for him looking away. Like I was talking earlier about Wilder always looking away, and he got hit in the back of the head all the time. Okay, so Barbosa does have good guard because Saucedo is throwing some nice. Saucedo just threw a left hook and did contact on Barbosa. Barbosa threw a nice left hook-ish shot from the southpaw, but Saucedo blocked it. Oh, nice uppercut. That had to daze him a little bit. Barbosa gave a nice uppercut to Saucedo. Saucedo throwing. Did he just? Oh, no, he's still orthodox. I thought he switched to southpaw, but he's doing nice up and downs. Ooh. Saucedo's not keeping his guard up that high. He's keeping it about here. But Barbosa just punched him several times. Pretty nice. But Saucedo did nice counters and came back. Ooh, nice exchange of jabs on both. So Barbosa does use his jab very well. He's keeping Saucedo at a distance. Whoa! Saucedo is bleeding bad right now from the general area. And he's getting hit a lot right now with the kind of hookish. It's not really a straight. It's not an overhand left. It's like a hookish left coming from Barbosa quite often, and he's contacting a lot right now. Ooh, again. And he does the Jack Dempsey roll, meaning he's southpaw, bam, bam, and he keeps going, and then he goes, and then he comes back to southpaw. So it's really nice. Barbosa's doing pretty damn well. I thought Saucedo was going to do way better, but somehow he got hurt, though. He's hurt, and he's not. Ooh, come on, dude. Okay, so Barbosa did very well, did a jab, hook, jab again. Crazy, but that jab that he threw looked like an overhand right type of jab. So right now, Saucedo it's not looking good. Okay, it's already big. It's most likely broken. And you know what that happens if you know fights. You can't breathe out that shit because if you do, oh goodness. Anyways, so he won't be able to breathe that well through there. So now he has to do the fish breath, and that's not good because if he gets hit when his mouth is open, you can easily break that jaw for one. But two, you don't have to get hit hard in the chin. For your brain to do that motion, your skull moves. Once it goes to the range of limit, the brain keeps moving and then comes back. And that's what rattles the equilibrium. Okay, so here we go. We're back. They're showing the replay. Oh, it wasn't a punch. It was a headbutt that busted Salcedo. That's gonna take a lot of effect. That's gonna. No wonder I was like, man, what the fuck? Salcedo should be doing way better. But Barbosa is really good. So let's keep going with this fight. Wow, great job with Barbosa. Salcedo just gave an overhand right to Barbosa, hit him hard. Oh, he just stumbled Barbosa with a big ass left hook. Salcedo did. Hit him dead on right here and made him stumble. Oh, they both collided with overhand right, overhand left, but it looks like right now it looks like Barbosa is a little bit hurt actually. Holy smokes, man, this is a nice fight. Ooh, left hook by Barbosa and left jab by Barbosa. Overhand right by Barbosa, still contacted pretty decently well. Jab to the, straight to the body by Barbosa. Salcedo's not doing good. He's not hurt. He's okay. Oh, goodness. A lot of great guarding, good counter punching going on by both fighters, technically. Okay, so Salcedo just threw an overhand right, but was completely blocked. Holy smokes, this is difficult to call. This is action-packed, man. Left and right. It's actually a phone booth fight. They're really close to each other, and they're moving around very nicely, man. And they're taking big risks, exchanging jabs. But Salcedo's doing better with the jabs, even though they're not contacting. And what I mean by that is he's making Barbosa think, and waste energy, build up that lactic acid in his legs because he's pushing him back. Ooh, nice jab, finally got him with the jab straight down the guard. Ooh, once again, oh goodness. Both of them did exactly the same thing twice. Overhand right, uppercut, and they both hit each other. Oh, damn, Barbosa just did a right-left and contacted very well. Left hook. That's crazy how Barbosa throws a left hook from a southpaw stance. That's amazing. Because there was a lot of people that gave me shit for me back in the days being orthodox and giving right hooks a lot. And they're like, what? There's no right hook. Are you fucking kidding me? Damn, dude. Fucking limited people. A hook is a hook, whether you're orthodox or southpaw, you know? Oh, overhand right by Salcedo, contacts Barbosa. Doesn't hurt him much, but it made him think. Ooh, Salcedo's coming back. He has like a little second wind on this last half of the second round. Give him nice uppercuts. Salcedo weaved and bobbed some beautiful hooks that Barbosa threw, but right now Barbosa looks hurt. And remember, Salcedo was hurt earlier because he's the one that has the broken nose from the headbutt from Barbosa. It wasn't intentional. Right now there's another headbutt a little bit. Another one right now. Because Barbosa, remember, it's inside fighting. So Barbosa is here, and even though he gets hit, when he comes up, sometimes it's not his fault. And Salcedo's getting hit in the chin, head, things like that with Barbosa's head. So, hey, no disrespect, but look up the last fight Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. had. He was complaining, and even his father was. He actually called the fight. He was there as a referee, not a referee, but as a commentator. The first time ever that happened. Julio Cesar Chavez was the one that was throwing the fucking headbutts. But they were trying to say it was the other way around. But still, both of them were doing it. But I didn't like that fight at all. And watch how it ends. You're going to be disgusted. But you have to watch it, though. You can learn from it. Let's see if there's any comments. Mr. King, let's see what King says. Alaya and Hulk Hogan are supposed to be. No way. Are you serious? Mr. King, that really did come out in the news. Okay, let's get back to the. I'll read your comment right now a little bit, Mr. Raven. By the way, these are all older men. That's what I'm saying, like mystery, you know? I don't mean no disrespect by saying they're old. You guys are older men, but I'm glad I have wisdom here and not fake, wannabe boxing enthusiasts. So let's see. Okay, both are throwing uppercuts, but they're blocking them. But it looks nice the way they're moving. They're very technical, both of them. I like both of these fighters. I never seen them fight before. Holy smokes! Left hook by Barbosa hit them pretty good. Whoa! Exchange on both sides. They both contacted, but they're okay. Man, this is a nice fight, man. Oh! Left hook to the body. dead center of Salcedo, but he didn't look good. Ooh, left straight, but a hard one. Left straight from Salcedo, from the orthodox, but he hit him hard because it wasn't a jab; it was like a spearish jab. Spear like ooh, left hook from Barbosa hit contacted right on the ear of Salcedo again. Even though Salcedo did a nice uppercut, he got hit on the side again by Barbosa. Man, this is a phenomenal inside fight. Great counter punching by both sides. Nice body shots by Salcedo, but Barbosa comes back with the crazy left again. Left hook from a southpaw stance because he does this Jack Dempsey type thing every now and then, and he's very accurate with it, very effective with it, I should say. Nice jab, exchange actually, exchange again of the jab again. Overhand right by Salcedo, contacts nicely to Barbosa, but he's not hurt. Nice jab again, but Barbosa comes back with two body shots. Another body shot. Ooh, nice uppercut by Salcedo, who is an orthodox. Goodness, they're just exchanging body shots. This is freaking crazy. And they're hard shots, but they're warriors, man. This is second to the last. Come here real quick. I want to show you. Mr. Raven is on, and Mr. King. I think King Groove 713, pretty close to our area code. He's from Texas, right, Mr. King? So this is my little brother. My little brother, like real little brother, came out from the same womb I came out of, from the same father and everything. But look at this.
He saw me come out.
He said he saw me come out. So, anyways, ooh, overhand right by Barbosa. Didn't hurt him, but it was a hard hit. Ooh, Salcedo hit Barbosa in the back of the head at the side of the ring as a bell. So, since we're breaking right now for a little bit, I want to give you guys the story on this bell. So, this bell was gifted to me. It's a real bell that has been through many actual fights, a lot of amateurs and things like that, and it was gifted to me by a after school program. It's called goodness, I had it right now. SOY, Save Our Youth, in Costa Mesa, California. I used to volunteer there, and I would go there and show the kiddos how to defend themselves, how to do technical boxing, how to do technical MMA, whatever they were into, right? And eventually, I decided to get my actual clients from my gym. I used to have a gym at the border of Costa Mesa, and one street over was technically Newport. And then a few blocks down was Huntington Beach. And if you guys don't know Huntington Beach, well, the MMA enthusiasts, you know Huntington Beach because there's a lot of fighters that come out of there or train there. Let's get back to the fight, and I'll get back to that bell story. All right, good feint coming from Barbosa. Oh shit, Barbosa turned to no wonder. So Barbosa now is orthodox. Okay, Barbosa is the one that started southpaw, and he was doing phenomenal as a southpaw. So let's see what happens as an orthodox. Nice jab as an orthodox. Contacted Salcedo, but Salcedo gave him a crazy uppercut. So I like Barbosa better as a southpaw, but he's doing okay as orthodox. Yeah, see, he switched back to southpaw again because he realized that he's getting hit too many times. Now he's back to orthodox. So I'm pretty sure he's going to keep switching on this round. Next round, he's going to take a break from switching so much, and I believe he's going to stay at southpaw because he does way better at southpaw. Right now, he's orthodox again, and he got hit. He dropped too low, and he got hit. But he did a crazy overhand right and hit Salcedo pretty clean in the cheek when he was trying to move this way for some reason as an orthodox. Salcedo was. Okay, so jabbing straight, but Barbosa keeps blocking him nicely. Okay, as an orthodox, Barbosa is way wider with the stance, and he's getting low a lot, very low, and he goes down way low. As an orthodox, Barbosa does. Okay, Salcedo just completely missed the overhand right. That would have hurt Barbosa for sure, but he missed it. Okay, he turned back to southpaw and he gave nice body shots to Salcedo. That was a little bit of a low blow coming from Salcedo to Barbosa. Overhand left hook as an orthodox from Barbosa. Ooh, nice body shot as an orthodox from Barbosa. Contacted, nice overhand right from Barbosa as an orthodox, but now he switched. But he got hit by Salcedo dead clean by left hook. Nice left jab by Salcedo. Barbosa is now backpedaling quite a bit. So he's either tired or he's a little bit hurt or he's trying to bait him in. Right now, Barbosa as an orthodox threw a body shot, but Salcedo completely blocked it. Overhand right by Barbosa, completely hit him pretty hard. Salcedo got hit also with the left jab by Barbosa. Overhand right by Barbosa. Left hook by Barbosa. Overhand right by Barbosa. But Salcedo's doing great though. He's not. Ooh, he got a nasty uppercut by Barbosa, but Salcedo's still fighting. He's still good. This is crazy. I don't understand how he's not. Ooh, goodness! Another uppercut by Barbosa as an orthodox, and I give that one to Barbosa definitely. So let's get to the comments real quick. Sorry guys, it took so long to get to the. Wow, yeah. So Terry below ages is too old for genuine MMA. Great promoter team, maybe yeah. Have to do a lot of stepping squats to side step under like water mate. So yeah, exactly, Mr. Raven. Have to come up with legs under you to get strength behind uppercut to roundhouse. Yes. This is why I think Lomachenko might get his legs overloaded with lactic acid. Why? Because Teofemo Lopez is a little bit taller. What's gonna happen when they come close together to fight? Because they both like to fight inside sometimes. Teofemo Lopez is gonna hang on him. And what is naturally Vasily Lomachenko gonna do? Get up and try to counter, right? That's gonna load up lactic acid. And again, his biorhythms, physical, is 100% negative right now. Lomachenko is, so it will affect him. Let's get back to the fight. I still got a few comments to go. Okay, so Barbosa's keeping his distance. Barbosa threw a left jab and actually contacted in between Salcedo's guard. Ooh, Salcedo completely missed an overhand right after he blocked down a jab, but he completely missed it. Barbosa, as our orthodox, just gave a nice body shot to Salcedo. Salcedo hooked him, but didn't hurt him at all. I think the body shot hurt more. Salcedo threw a lame jab, and Barbosa just came back, hit. Ooh, Salcedo just hit Barbosa with the left hook, dead flush. Barbosa does look a little bit phased a little bit right now from that left hook because he was kind of jumping when he got hit. All right, so Barbosa, he's catching too much. He's gonna get fucking hit with a crazy left hook. I can already see it. Left uppercut by Salcedo, completely missed, but was blocked by Barbosa as an orthodox. Remember, Barbosa's the one that keeps switching orthodox and southpaw. Ooh. They're showing a replay. That's why I said, ooh, I didn't want to call. Ooh, so now that's a call. So as an orthodox, overhand right, crazy long uppercut and contacted to Salcedo. It did hurt him enough. His legs look a little bit low, and he's kind of like twitching his face and doing all these things because he knows he's a little hurt right now. Okay, so now Barbosa is keeping Salcedo at bay. Salcedo's a little bit scared right now to get hit, so that's why he's not really coming in that much. Each time he's coming in, Barbosa's backpedaling and he's countering pretty damn well. Right now, he just gave an as an orthodox, a crazy uppercut. He came in, pushed, came back with the left uppercut as a southpaw, and Salcedo is still trying to stay in the fight. Ooh, Salcedo did a jab, overhand right and contact. Oh, but Barbosa came back with a crazy left hook as a orthodox and contacted him as Salcedo was backpedaling. All right, they're both a little hurt right now because they're kind of keeping at bay. But as an orthodox, Barbosa went a great right, overhand right, and then the jab. It was crazy. It was the opposite instead of 1-2. Whoa, crazy 1-2 coming from Salcedo. Big time contact. Oh, but Barbosa gave a crazy uppercut contact, but then Salcedo came back with the left and then the right, but then Salcedo came back again with the crazy uppercut. Damn, this is freaking insane. Oh, goodness. Crazy left, right by Barbosa. Did contact. Ooh, crazy uppercut. But Barbosa did contact Salcedo. Salcedo finished off with the crazy right, left. Did contact, but didn't hurt at all. Barbosa, the bell rang. So let's get back to the story about what I'm about to do soon, which is called Around the Bell, which is covering, technically, I forgot to mention this. I have a 58 Bel Air. Okay, it's not in great condition, but it's getting there. I plan on driving that around to different gyms, most likely to start off within the Southern California area, and then I'm gonna put a thing together to where anybody that has Bel Airs throughout the country, and even like Japan, they love classic cars out there, especially the lowriders, believe it or not, in Japan. But anyways, eventually I'm gonna put a program together where it's gonna be around the bell, and people who have Bel Airs are gonna drive their cars, volunteer every other weekend or so, and go to these after-school programs, these gyms and things like that, and put together something so that they can have fun training people around the bell, Bel Airs. But we're gonna have the bell as well. So let's get back to the fight. All right, so Salcedo tried to do two left hooks, but Barbosa just stopped him with crazy, as an orthodox, as an orthodox, stopped him with jabs. Salcedo just hit Barbosa with the left hook, but Barbosa's manhandling Salcedo so much that Salcedo gave him a low blow. Okay? So keep that in mind. And it actually affected him pretty good. Barbosa's a little bit mad, but he came right back. He's like, fuck it, I'm good, let's do it. But he looks a little mad. So let's see what happens. Overhand right by Salcedo, did contact. So Salcedo's being very effective right now. See, I'm already getting fucked with again. The thing's getting cut off over here. The feet. Okay, two double left hooks by Salcedo, but they were blocked. And then Barbosa came back with the left hook as an orthodox. Twice already. Okay. Goodness, this is difficult to call. There's so much freaking phenomenal punching. So, let's see. Let's get back into the game. So, uppercuts, left and right. Both are goodness. Overhand right by Salcedo, did contact, but then Barbosa, as an orthodox, came back with the crazy uppercut and still contacted him. Overhand right by Barbosa, hit him very well, followed up by two double uppercuts, hit him very well, but Barbosa still there. Holy smoke! Barbosa came back like Jack Dempsey and then gave a crazy left hook and did contact Salcedo, and Salcedo is a tiny bit hurt, but he's still in the fight. He doesn't look phased, even though that hurt him a little bit. Ooh, overhand right! No, don't call that a back. No. So fucking Barbosa looked away and he got hit in the back of the head. He said, hey, I got hit in the back of the head. Oh, well, motherfucker, you're the one that looked away. And the referee didn't do anything. All right. Jab straight, and then the left hook is what hit Barbosa from Salcedo. But Salcedo came back with two left hooks and it actually hurt Salcedo. Barbosa came back with two left hooks and it hurt Salcedo. But they're still in the fight right now. They're both equally drained, meaning they're both equally fatigued and everything, the way they're stepping, everything looks equal. It's weird. This is a nice fight, man. All right, now they're both hurt because they're both doing they're both inside and just that's all they're doing. But it's phenomenal. It's actually skill. They're not just being stupid about it. Ooh, left uppercut, overhand right hits by Salcedo, but then Barbosa came right back and then doubled up with the crazy overhand left as an orthodox, believe it or not. It's fucking weird. Barbosa fights weird, but I love it because it's difficult to time. It's difficult to. So there he goes again as an orthodox, keeping him at bay with the jab. See, keeping him at bay with the jab, and he comes over and he steps over, and now he's orthodox, a southpaw. So he's like Jack Dempsey style. I keep getting fucked with over here. Keeps getting cut off. Who barely missed on the bell, Salcedo, and just touched his lip to Barbosa, and Barbosa was all like, motherfucker, that was kind of late. It wasn't. Now, that's one thing I don't like about Barbosa. He's complaining too much when he shouldn't. Salcedo could take advantage of that. If he had the brains, he can create something that's not illegal, frustrate the fuck out of Barbosa, make him do that again. Hey, what a boom, and then get hit because he's not doing illegal stuff. Barbosa's calling illegal stuff that is not even illegal. But Salcedo did give him a low blow. And don't forget, Barbosa is the one that gave Salcedo the headbutt unintentionally. It looked unintentionally, but it broke, most likely, is from the looks of it, Saucedo's nose. So Barbosa looks a little pissed right now. Let's see what happens. That can actually be a downfall when you fight with that many emotions, because that's when you risk too much sometimes. So we're on round 7 out of 10. So right now, Salcedo has landed 124 punches. Barbosa has landed 146 punches. Okay, 27% for Salcedo, but he's only thrown 463 punches, opposed to 630 something from Barbosa. So, oh goodness, overhand left and then overhand right again from Barbosa. He does these weird motions, but he hits. He actually hits, and he times very well. So now he's keeping Salcedo at bay. Salcedo's trying to figure out what to do, and he can't do anything because every time he shoots, Barbosa's actually blocking it properly. Barbosa's now backpedaling for some reason. I mean, obviously Salcedo's coming up, but I don't understand why Salcedo. Whoa! Nice! That's why. So he kept charging him. Salcedo did, and then did a slight little double hook, hit him, hit Barbosa, and Barbosa dropped to the ground. He got up really quick though. That's pretty interesting. I don't know why he didn't just take a break. What an idiot! But oh well, that's him. He's a warrior, I guess. Overhand right that was very awful by Barbosa. So he's hurt. Again, overhand right awful by Barbosa. A simple jab hit him pretty damn well by Salcedo to Barbosa. So Barbosa is not looking good right now. Overhand left and overhand right by Salcedo this time and contacted him big time. A big Jack Dempsey overhand right, but completely missed by Barbosa, and Salcedo capitalized on it with a quick little jab straight. Ooh, crazy long uppercut. The overhand right was blocked by Barbosa, but the uppercut did hit by Salcedo. Okay, Barbosa just did a slow little awful thing that didn't even do anything to Salcedo. Didn't even contact him. I don't know why he did that. But yeah, Barbosa doesn't have much left. Oh yeah, he's not even moving his head, and he's getting hit right now. He got hit with the left hook again. Prior to that, he got hit with the crazy overhand right. He doesn't look dazed, but those who know the 1,000-mile stare, where he's not like really looking at him, and it's not a nice little quick one by Salcedo, and did contact cleanly. Now Barbosa's trying to mimic it, but it's not happening. No, not a single shot has landed right now from Barbosa in the past 10 seconds. Still none. Great combination by Barbosa, but nothing contacted. So right now Salcedo is big time game. He actually got his second win, and there's no way he's gonna. Wait, that wasn't called a knockdown? No wonder the fight came back so quick. How the fuck does? What are you talking about? That's not a knockdown. What the fuck? It doesn't matter. He got cleanly hit in the body, in the head, twice, and then he fell. What is this bullshit? Look it, I don't give a fuck if you decide to throw a punch at me and you fucking completely miss, and I make you miss and you fall to the ground. That still should be a fucking knockdown for being stupid like that. All right. Because professionals shouldn't be doing that even if they're hurt. You shouldn't take that risk. I don't know. He shouldn't have taken that risk. And that should be penalized. Taking stupid risks like that. Anyways. Barbosa looks really hurt right now, okay? They're about to start the 9th round. Oh. They timed it because the doctor put out this little yellow light for some reason. Yeah, so they're going to tell him, look, that was a fucking knockdown. But what did they say? See? It was ruled a knockdown. It has to be. But they just have to make it public. Because it was a fucking, man, I don't like this referee at all. I forgot what his name was. But How the fuck? When you guys see that replay, you're gonna be like, wait, where was this fucking referee at? So it was weird. That's the first time I see that. They brought this little yellow siren light. They placed it on the ring, and then they stopped the fight. Time. And then what was it? Oh, it was a knockdown. Okay, now I have to go tell the rest of the refs that it was a knockdown. Sorry, I fucked up as a ref. So, anyways, yeah, Barbosa's orthodox right now, and he did this lazy left, right, and completely missed. I mean, he's standing like this, and he's not doing anything. He's done. Ooh, nice hit though. Overhand right from an orthodox. Right hook from an orthodox stance by Barbosa. But Saucedo countered with a crazy left hook and did counter him. Barbosa's trying a lot of feints right now. He's trying a lot of feints, but he's not effective with it. He's not making Saucedo bite. He just threw a left, right, left, completely blocked. It was like a disgusting distance. I mean, what's going on right now? So obviously Barbosa's extremely hurt, but he's being very stoic. He's not. He doesn't look hurt, but his reaction like shows that he's hurt because compared to the beginning of the fight, overhand right by an orthodox Barbosa did contact, but it wasn't hard. There's nothing left in Barbosa really. Okay, great from Saucedo, who is the shorter boxer. Barbosa came in, and what Saucedo did was get over him and hang on him. That way, you can't fucking hit me with your forehead, with your headbutts like you're trying to give me. All right, so Barbosa's going down a lot, and he's getting hit a lot in the stomach by Saucedo's uppercuts. Saucedo is doing phenomenal right now. He's not dazed. He's not tired. It looks like he just started. Barbosa looks like he's about to end. His legs look shot out. Remember, he's the taller one. He's the one that kept switching left and right. So lactic acid got built up, so he has nothing left. What's up, Kaylee? My little niece is over there screaming. All right, so completely missed a left, right by Barbosa. Oh, wow. Saucedo mimicked it, completely missed it, and Barbosa actually countered very hard, nicely, but it didn't affect Saucedo at all. So that means that Barbosa has no power left right now, and he doesn't. It looks so sluggish every single punch, and now he's backpedaling a lot, and he's breathing with his mouth open a lot. Barbosa is. Nice overhand right by Barbosa, but didn't really hurt Saucedo. Ooh, nice overhand right by Saucedo that did hurt Barbosa. Ooh, Barbosa hit with the left hook to Saucedo as Saucedo was backpedaling. Barbosa throwing some cute jabs that completely missed. Overhand right by Saucedo barely hit. Left, right, left by Barbosa. All of them missed. Did it again, the same exact thing, completely missed. Saucedo just dropped one of them and hit a little light one before the bell rang. So yeah, there's no fight left in Barbosa, but he has heart. You can see his body, his face, his eyes, everything. There's no fight left in him, but his heart is keeping him there. So this should be the last round, most likely. Actually, it is the last round. I believe he's gonna get stopped, TKO. Saucedo will win by TKO. Oh, sorry, the comments. Jeez. Nice, Mr. Raven. I like all those combinations you're calling out. Thank you, Mr. King, for the family comments. All right, let's get back to the fight. Oh, sorry. It will be the last round, but this is the 9th round. I thought it was the 10th round. Overhand right by Saucedo, barely contacted, but it affected him. Left jab by Barbosa twice already. Did contact Saucedo, but didn't really affect him. But he got the points, obviously. Barbosa's looking better. He's looking better, but there's not much fight left in him. So let's see. Let's see what happens. He could lure Saucedo in because, like, again, it's the beginning of the round. He's a little bit fresh. He looks a little bit good right now, but he's fucking up a little bit with that Jack Dempsey not doing it properly. He's not doing that Jack Dempsey roll properly. Teofemo Lopez does it pretty nice every now and then. And even Vasily Lomachenko, I've seen him do it a few times as well. But I love how Vasily Lomachenko mimics Mike Tyson a lot with that side step. So there's nothing happening right now, really. Just there was one shot that was blocked, two shots that were blocked by Saucedo, but one of them actually hit Saucedo and stumbled him a little bit. So Barbosa's coming back. I'm surprised. I thought he was going to be. I still think he's going to be done by this round. He has to be. I think Saucedo will capitalize on it. So Barbosa's throwing decent left, right, left type of combinations, but they're missing. They're being guarded or completely missing. So Saucedo's doing okay, but Saucedo looks a little hurt now for some reason. He looks a little slowish. He just got hit with the crazy overhand right by an orthodox Barbosa. I keep saying orthodox Barbosa because he's the one that started southpaw for several rounds and then it kept switching back and forth. Okay, now he's using a lot of lateral movement and he's actually looking good. Barbosa is. It's odd how this happens. Crazy overhand right as an orthodox, barely touched Saucedo, but Saucedo looks affected right now, big time. Did a crazy left right, and then the left hook barely touched him by Barbosa, so Saucedo is getting a little hurt right now for some reason. This is pretty nice left and back and flow, ebb and flow type of fighting right now. Nice slip by Barbosa with this crazy overhand right, straight, I should say, that Saucedo missed with. Okay, I don't like the footwork right now, Barbosa. He's crossing his legs a lot. Barbosa just got warned by an elbow. No elbows for some reason. It's because he switches too much sometimes, and he likes to throw those hooks. So sometimes he misses, and the elbow kind of comes in. Uppercut, and the overhand right hits Saucedo. So now they're looking kind of equal. Now Saucedo looks hurt. And Barbosa looks like he's back. This is kind of odd, man. I misjudged that heart that Barbosa has. Oh yeah, there was an actual elbow, but it wasn't an elbow this way. He was trying to hit this way, and it kind of hit him this way. So it wasn't like an intentional one. Well, it kind of does look like it, but. And it affected Saucedo. I didn't notice that. Now in the slow motion, it shows that it actually, Saucedo was very affected by it. Head movement is very, very important to avoid those overhand rights. Exactly, Mr. King. That's why I did I invented the Neuro Box. Look at my 3 or 4 old live feeds, and you'll see the Neuro Box, which is made out of PVC pipes. It's a phenomenal thing. It helps you for the head and bob, the weaving. Okay, so left and then right. The right hits Barbosa by Saucedo, but Saucedo just gets hit twice by left, right by orthodox Barbosa. Barbosa as an orthodox stance. Crazy combination. Left, right, left by Barbosa, and Saucedo's a little affected right now. He's stumbling a lot. Keeping in the fight, but he's stumbling a lot. I don't like it. It's crazy. Okay, Saucedo just gave a nice uppercut to, a nice overhand right to Barbosa, but Barbosa's not being affected right now by those punches. So now Saucedo has no power because Saucedo is hitting more on this one so far. That was a nice left, right, again, right, nice hook by Saucedo. Saucedo's punching nice. He's actually contacting, but he's not creating any damage for some reason. It's weird, but he's getting the points. Overhand right by Barbosa. Overhand left by, uppercut by Saucedo, and overhand right by Saucedo. Saucedo's throwing nice combinations. Half of them are hitting. He just hit a crazy left hook to Barbosa, and Barbosa's hurt. He just hit a left, overhand right to Barbosa. Barbosa's hurt again. Overhand right, barely missed. Hit him in the back of the, not in the back of the head, but behind the ear. And then a crazy left, and Barbosa's hurt a little bit right now. So Saucedo's coming back. Both shots were blocked by Barbosa, and he came back with the counter, but Salcedo blocked it. Nice head and movement by Salcedo, completely made Barbosa miss that overhand. Left that 1-2 combination. They're both gasping for air right now. They both look equal right now. They both actually look good right now, even though they both look exhausted naturally. Okay, they're keeping at bay each other, kind of doing feints and stuff like that. You can tell, man, they're both really, really tired. Barbosa's the one that's backpedaling more than anything. They both just exchanged left hooks. It looked like Barbosa was hit hardest, but it looked like Salcedo was affected most by those double hooks that they both collided with. Crazy overhand, straight left by Barbosa. Sorry, it was a jab, but it's kind of like a straight left because Barbosa's the one that switched from orthodox to southpaw a lot. Crazy combinations coming from Salcedo. Small little patty-patters, and none of them did anything, so he just wasted a lot of energy. Barbosa should fucking come through right now and give him an overhand right, but he didn't. He just did a stupid little jab. Nah, man, this is not a true professional. Come on, man. He's a great boxer. Overhand. He didn't capitalize on that. Wow. It's going to be an interesting call right now. We're going to see anonymous. No, it should be majority. Because it was too difficult to call. But what would it be? What do you think they're gonna score? The technicality from Salcedo or the power punching from Barbosa? Because it's pretty damn equal. This is a difficult one to call. I'm going to say Barbosa is going to win. Even though the cleaner punching was done by Salcedo, but I think the judges. Oh no! Wait, they did count. They did count that down. Ooh, that changes everything. So Barbosa did go down. Ooh, this is going to be difficult because I wasn't, taking the notes. I'm just trying to call it out here. So the scorecards, Andre Ward, he has Barbosa winning 96-93 in 10 rounds. So I believe Barbosa will win. Barbosa's much bigger than Salcedo. Not only taller, but thicker. Like way thicker. That's crazy. And this was a 140-pound fight. So next fight is Lomachenko versus Lopez. Let's see the comments. Giving away height to one that likes to lean in. Giving away height to one that likes to lean in. The legs to lean in. Sorry, I had to kind of play that in my reality. Size to lean in. Side step, uppercut. Yeah, exactly. There was a lot of that happening. Actually, I was going to say Barbosa did that a lot, but both of them did that nicely. Yeah, Barbosa won. Let's see if they say 218 punches to 183. So he outlanded the punches, that's for sure. He improves to 25-0 with 10 KOs. Barbosa did. He has a belt now. That's why no wonder he's crying. Yeah, he really did put it all out there, man. Because I'm surprised there was some times where he looked badly hurt, even though he was hitting harder. I'm surprised Salcedo lasted that long. But Salcedo should have, I don't know. Salcedo was doing phenomenal in the beginning, but I think that size difference really did change things. But I'm the type of fighter that size doesn't make a difference. Believe me or not, I know some of you might be like, well, you're a fucking arrogant fuck. I'm getting out of here. Maybe not you, Mr. Evans, maybe not you, Mr. King, but I won a championship when I beat two prior champions on the same night, covering 160 pounds and under. The first one that I fought that night was 147. A fighter, meaning weight is what he fight at. But he came in at like a 163 that night. I was always solid 151 to 154 or so, aside from the weigh-in and stuff. But I was 160 and under, so I didn't have to worry about weight. I know it sounds weird, but that's what happened. And then the last fight of the night, he came in weighing in at he weighed in at 155. That night was weighing about 168, and I have a video to prove it. Look at the feature video I have right now. That's the guy that was he was about 157 that night. I was about 151. But anyhow, they're showing prior clips of both Lopez and Lomachenko's fight. Yeah, so Lomachenko saying right now that just in 3 minutes, the team could get an idea of what the boxer is going to really be like, the opponent, aside from watching tapes and stuff like that, because it's a different experience once you're inside the ring. Especially, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're a professional. Sometimes things happen. You might hear someone say something as you're walking up that might just affect you. See what I'm saying? But right now, there's no actual. Man, I'm starving, man. I haven't eaten anything all day, and here I am drinking a beer after a coffee enema. Not good, not good. But oh well. It's my first beer. Probably, well, it won't be my only beer, but it's my first beer of the day. I'm nowhere near finished with it. Stella Artois. Oh, did I just advertise? Stella Artois. Artois. I gotta pronounce it properly. So, anyways, it's only about that much gone, and I've been drinking this in the past 4 hours or so. So, I'm not promoting to drink as you're calling fights, but it is what it is. I'm here. Sorry, I'm trying to listen. I just noticed that Teofemo. I actually have a Bruce Lee shirt too. Not that same one, but he's wearing a Bruce Lee shirt when he's talking right now on a prior recording several days ago or so. Sorry, I'm trying to read what Lomachenko is saying.
So you didn't want to hunt Teofemo,
It's kind of odd. So, Vasily Lomachenko was born February 17th, so he's a Piscean, bordering Aquarius. They're talking about Teofemo Lopez when they first met in the ring after Teofemo won his championship, and how Teofemo Lopez reached over to hug to show the crowd that, yeah, we're going to fight soon, this and that. And they asked Vasily Lomachenko, you didn't want to hug him, huh? And then he asked his interpreters, like, hug him? He's like, come on, man. No, why would I? It's pretty odd. I would figure Lomachenko would be that respectable because he's so confident. He's like, yeah, I'll feed this ego. I'm okay with it because I'm going to win like nothing. You will see in the future. Or whatever. I said bad accent. But let me mute this. Get back to these comments. I'm sorry. This is my first time finally going live feed long enough and actually having interaction. Thankfully, there's only two, or there's three watching, but there's only two interacting so far, and it just happens to be some of the wisest men I have interacted with, not just here on YouTube. Mr. King, has only been here on YouTube, but Mr. Raven, we have a little bit of a past, and we exchange esoteric knowledge and different things. So they're older than me, but I'm at their level. I'm an old cat inside, and I'm not saying you guys are old, okay? So don't take that as an insult. I'm just saying this is why we click and we know how to talk to each other. But let me check the comments, all right? Let me see. Uppercut 3, head hook high, hook low, roundhouse over. Yeah, that's the one I was reading earlier. Overhead hook from left. I box southpaw. Nice. Yeah, you were saying. So to those that will see this video eventually, Mr. Raven, he mentioned to me before that he's actually Orthodox, but he fights Southpaw, and I'm overall I'm ambidextrous. Technically, I was born ambidextrous, but I used to fight almost always orthodox. But remember, I'm a street fighter, so in street fighting, you're more squared off. This is why Mike Tyson was more of a square off fighter, because here you can disrupt center of gravity, and not by grabbing them. I'm saying, but doing this crazy hooks, punching this way as you're jumping this way, you're hitting them, but bringing them into your uppercut, like Mike Tyson does, things like that. So, like I was saying, Mr. Raven, yeah, Orthodox. So, but now I fight both, and I like more Orthodox. Um, so let's get back to this real quick. Sorry I didn't read all the comments. Very sorry, but I'm gonna catch up to them. They're back to the thing. And let's forget about that. They're just still showing clips of old things. I don't really want to. Let's read your guys' comment, not these stupid comments. So let's see. So this is from King Groove 713. Usually, when combinations hurts a fighter, he'll try to throw. Yeah, exactly. He'll try to throw haymakers to play it off. Yeah, to play it off, to try to be stoic, to show you didn't hurt me. Here's my haymaker. Sometimes they get lucky and they do hit, but they still hurt. Meaning the one that's throwing the haymaker is obviously the one that's hurt.
He's only 23. The American hopeful is taking out the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world.
Head movement is very you're down, out of legs, out of air, hard to connect, solid. Exactly. When you knock out all that air, you don't even have to hit hard here, and you get knocked out easily because it's not knocked out, but you'll get the TKO. Because, yeah, you get knocked down, you get back up, but you don't have much oxygen, and the way you look, because you don't have much oxygen, the referee's going to be like, nah, we got to stop this. That's what Vasil Lomachenko does a lot. That's why a lot of his opponents, well, not a lot, I don't know about the amateurs. I didn't see much of his fights in the amateurs. But as far as his professionals out of the 15, I think it was 3 for sure, but I think it was 4 of them who literally quit. It was one that quit, and the other ones, the corners, threw the towel in. I believe is what it was. Actually, it was 2 that quit. Rigondeaux and he actually quit. It wasn't his corner. It was him. He's the one that quit, which surprised me. Forget about it. Let me read the comments over here. True, conditioning is underrated by way too many fighters nowadays. Oh, yeah. This is why. If I'm not talking to someone, I'm always wearing this. Look, you guys haven't heard me say this, but I'm going to say it. And it's not towards you guys, but that way you guys can hear it. But if whoever's listening is 20 years old, at least 20 years old, 26, did I say that right? 26 years old, I'm old enough to be your father. Really, and technically the age is a little bit higher technically, but, that seasoned teenager area, if you're 26, yeah, that area. So technically you could be a little bit